So you could finally make YouTube Shorts right inside of the YouTube mobile app. And for Android and iOS, they just released this. And they have a lot of useful tools, a lot of useful video creation tools. So I want to show you how to create a YouTube Short with the mobile app from scratch. And if for some reason you don't have this, update your YouTube app. And if you still don't have it, I do have another video. You could still make YouTube Shorts outside of the app. Really, all they have to be is less than a minute and vertical. And then in the last video, I recommended you use the hashtag shorts in the title, which you don't have to do. So in this video, it's all going to be using the mobile app to create your YouTube short. So launch the regular YouTube app, not the YouTube Studio app, but the app where you view videos. Now make sure you log into the same channel where you want to post a video to. I'm already logged in by default. Press the plus sign on the bottom of the page and create a short is the option you'll see here. Now I have it on my Android and on my iPhone. Like I said, if you don't have it, watch my previous YouTube Shorts video that lets anybody create a short even if you don't have this option. And here you could actually give it access to your camera, and that way anything that's in your photo library of your phone could be uploaded here too. I'll just keep the current selection for now. And you have a couple options here for recording, okay? You could go ahead and add what you already recorded on your phone. So if you used your phone before to record something like these clips I have here, I could go ahead and select one of these and then add this intro, for example, that I recorded before. And I could change the end point where it starts and where it ends. That's the editing option I have with pre-existing clips, and then I could press next. But in this case, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna show you how to record the whole thing here instead of uploading pre-existing video. So just like any other video that you record, just look at the camera and then press and hold record. And then as you can see on top, you have 15 seconds of talking. Okay, if I let go, it ends, and then I could record another clip. So right now I could go ahead and flip the camera. Maybe I want to talk about this lens. I could go ahead and record this lens, and then I'll cut here. You see paused, created that white line. I could flip back, and then I'm back here, and then I could record the outro for the 15-second video. And when I did this with an editing software, I was able to make YouTube Shorts that were a minute long, but I only see a 15-second option here right now by default. So hopefully they add a minute-long version. But right now you can see I have 3 clips. Now I did not add music, so because I was talking through my clip, but if you press add music, which is going to be grayed out right now, in the beginning, you could add a music in the beginning. You could also do this on the next page too. I'll show you that. Then you have speed changes. So if you wanted to record at a different speed, like slow motion, it lets you record at half speed, or fast motion, double or triple speed, you could do that. So set this, then press record. You could set this timer for yourself, which is really useful. So if you're setting up your phone, like on a tripod or something, you could press the 3-second timer here and then decide after the countdown how long the clip would be. So if you set this couple of seconds shorter, you know, it's only gonna fill in that blue section. The red sections I've already filled out, but look on top, it says start here and stop here. This is really, really useful because it basically lets you define your clip before you press start. So I'll pick up my camera just to show you here. I have the timer set here. Let me go back to the 14-second mark. I'll press start. It's gonna give me that countdown here. Then it's gonna record, and then it will automatically stop, right? It just automatically stops, you see on top. So this is useful if you're recording yourself and you need a little bit of a countdown timer and a duration set. Then you have filters, which I did not see filters on my Android app yet, but they're updating this all the time. So I'm kind of making this video early on. And those are your options when it comes to recording. And I also use this thing when I record. So this kind of clips onto my desk or whatever you want. It just has this clipper right here. And then you put your phone here, and it fits any size phone. It just kind of grabs your phone like this. And then that way you could set your phone up, and it works as a tripod, but much cheaper. This was probably less than 20 bucks, but I'll put a link in the description if you need something like this, if you don't want to hold your phone and you're creating type of videos where the phone needs to be stationary somewhere. Okay, now that I'm done recording, I'm gonna press next to go to the next page here, and then it's gonna play back my video for me. So it's the clip on camera, then it's gonna cut to the lens. But let me show you some options on the bottom. So you still could add music right here. So again, you could add music in the recording process, the last page, or in the editing process, which is this page. Tap on the music right here. I have it on mute just for YouTube here. Press the arrow and it's gonna add it right now. So music is playing and I could adjust the volume here. So if I press adjust, for example, it lets me pick the different part of the song. You see that? It's just letting me move the song around. And if I press volume right here, it lets me basically decide how much of the original sound I want versus how much of the music I want. Obviously, since I'm talking, I want mostly the original song, but a little bit of music to play in the background. Okay, that's that option. You have text. With text, this is cool because you could type out text just like any other app and then change the color of the text with any of these color options. So you have a ton of color options to choose from here. You have font options on top and you could change the background and you could resize it with the slider on the left. Then place it anywhere, right? You could place it anywhere within your video. And let me show you, you could actually time the text too. So there's this option called timeline. Let me go to timeline. And I love that they call this timeline because that's just what it's called in editing softwares. It's called a timeline. So you have your video and you could go ahead and scrub through your video edit. But you see you have text here and you could decide where your text starts and where it ends. So if you want to basically have the text only a portion of your video, you could go ahead and do this with your text. Okay, so maybe this is only in the beginning and I want a text to start in the middle. I'll just press the AA option to add more text. So text 2, okay, I'll just color this something else. Let's go with this color. I'll just put text 2 maybe on top here, and then I'll go back to my timeline and I want to make sure text 2, I'm going to change where it starts and where it ends. It's in the middle. And you could continue to do this to kind of tell your story with text on top of your video. This is awesome the way they laid this out. So you see text 1 shows up in the corner, text 2 shows up on top, then there's no text. So this is a great way to time your text. And that's pretty much all the options you have as of right now in the editing page right here. Then press next, and then you're in the post page. So here with your posting, you could give it a title, same limit with 100 characters for your title. You could decide if it's public, unlisted, or private, or schedule it for later. You always have to make sure you say if it's made for kids or not, and then press upload and it will upload just like any other video. And remember, I'm using YouTube's music here, but make sure you don't use copyright music. Again, this is just like any other YouTube videos. So you want to follow YouTube's guidelines here. So I just used one of the ones they showed me here. Now, this whole process of creating YouTube Shorts within the app is early. So I'm still using other apps to do this, as I covered in the previous video, but I'm excited because this makes it so easy to do that. You don't have to really know about an advanced editing software or know any technical knowledge of what the size of the video should be. This lets you record vertical videos. You don't have to put any special hashtags in the title like shorts. You just record, edit, and upload in those 3 steps right in the app. So I hope you found it useful. Make sure you check out my other YouTube videos like how to get 100 and 1,000 subscribers. I covered that in detail. So I'll link those below and I hope to catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.